Now in this video I'm going to show you how to rip the DVD without reducing the quality. So the quality that you receive, that you will see when playing the DVD in your standard DVD player, will be exactly the same. There's no compression. That's one of the aspects that I really like about this. So we right click MakeMKV, and again this is a tool that at the time of recording this it was free. It may not be at the time in the future, I'm not sure, but it is an excellent tool that I have used in this particular circumstance. There are other tools available, but I'm not going to be going over those. So right click, run as administrator, left click, run as administrator. I've put the DVD into the DVD player, well not the DVD player, the DVD slot within the computer. It's an external one that I have, and we are presented with this. So what we do, it recognizes the source, which is my DVD drive. This is on the computer now, and then I just simply press open. So the first stage is where it's going to decrypt the DVD. Now this can take anything from a few seconds to a few minutes to maybe up to a half an hour, depending on the actual particular DVD. And we let that cook away there now, as you can see. Just let it run away. You don't need to worry too much about any of the information there, whether it pops up and states there's default errors, etc. Just ignore it, let it run through, and give it time to complete. Now, once it has completed, you will be presented with the following. So it gives you an outline of the DVD. In some instances, it gives you the name. Sometimes it mightn't. It might just give you some abstract lettering and whatnot. And just for your own information here, there are two aspects here to choose from. Usually you would rip everything. So I know now from my experience that 6.1 gigabytes indicates that that is the full movie. The other aspect I'm not sure about, but given as a general rule of thumb, I rip the whole lot. Now there might be some circumstances that I don't do that, but in this instance I rip everything and then decide afterwards. So the next phase then is to make sure you have enough memory to rip it to, because remember, it's not going to, it's an uncompressed file. It's not going to compress the file, so that is important. And you need to make sure you know where you're ripping it to. So I'm ripping it to the desktop, to this location, and I just want to go in there now just to check to see that. Again, you can put it in your own location. So let me see. So this is where I'm going to rip to, and I have another folder here which is already transferred. Again, if you're doing multiple DVDs, when you're finished the transfer, just put them in here when you're finished with the actual file. So if I go back in here now, I just press MakeMKV, and then this is the longer phase now. Depending on the speed, well, no, just ignore that. Let it read through in its normal speed. As you can see here, it's reading at 2.6 megabits per second. Again, you don't need to worry about that. It could be up to 3 megabits per second. And let it read through. And again, as I said, it may take up to about 30 minutes. So we let that cook on there now. Now, when it completes, you will see the following pop up. You just press OK. It goes back here. Then you navigate to where it was downloaded. And here it is. So we have two files. Just take a note of the actual size. So that's 6 gigabytes, and that's smaller. If I just double click on this, this is an MKV format. Now you can plug this into your memory stick, plug it straight into your latest modern TV, and it should pick up and play directly. I know it does on my Samsung TV, which is approximately about 3 years old. So if I just double click in here, I just want to check to see what it is exactly, what file this is. Just give it a few seconds to load.
Good morning, I'm Francis Coppola, and I'm speaking to you from San Francisco in the Bohemian community of North Beach.
So that is basically just a description of the film itself. I don't want that because I want to save memory. real estate, shall we say, is important. I keep it on the disk, but I'll delete it from here. Now I'm going to go in and test and see the actual film itself. So here we are. Let's give it a few seconds. And there is the film. Perfectly play. So the next stage is to rename that. So what I need to do is I need to find out what the exact name of the film is, and also what the year of it is. So this is important in terms of using it with the Kodi app to get the posters of the particular film. So what I need to do is I need to go online and search for that. So I am using ChatGPT. I've created a project for this. So all I need to do is just type in. Now you can just put it into the internet. Just type in Bram Stoker. Well, for this thing, just type in the name of the film. But as I said, this is my own little script that I have in ChatGPT, which pulls the official name and the year. But again, you don't necessarily need this. So it's telling me there what to do. It's create the folder, this, and then the name of the file, the exact same. So I just press copy on that. Now again, you don't necessarily need to use ChatGPT. You can just type it into Google. I know that Google AI is very good as well, and just state, give me the name of this and the year. But you need to have it in this format. The name of the film, in brackets, the year, close bracket. Simple as. So we go back in here then, and we just rename that. And then we create an actual folder. We rename that. And then we just drag and drop the file, the movie name into that location. And voila, that's it. So that now is in the right format to be read by Kodi, the Kodi app, which is the video playing app on the TV.